Here's my audience again. Faithful listeners. All right. So I'm going to tell a story about a time when I was trying to visit my parents in Aruba. And there was awesome. I was in college, so not many chances to travel, and so I was really excited. And I was getting ready to go. I had a plan to get to the airport, but my roommate bailed on me last minute. So I had just gotten out of the shower and found out that she couldn't take me to the airport, and so I was like, okay, well, I need to get to the airport somehow. So bus, right? Naturally, let's try the bus. So I look up the bus station, and they have one ticket left for this bus ride, but you can't buy it online. You have to be there to get it because the bus was leaving soon. And so I was like, shoot, okay. So I just skip my last class, throw all my stuff in a bag, and I drove to the bus station. And I get the last ticket, which was like awesome. So I'm sitting outside, and it's raining a little. I'm sitting next to this guy, and he looks kind of like, not the kind of guy who normally would strike up a conversation with you. He has a really long black trench coat and like green hair and chains and a cane with like a skull on it, and he starts talking to me about life, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So I'm like trying to talk to him, but it had been like a really long day. I hadn't eaten anything, and I had been in a rush trying to get to the bus station. But the bus, of course, was delayed like an hour. So we ended up talking a little bit, and then we meet another guy who has a portable grill with him, and he's like, oh, I have some snacks for you. So he just gave me some snacks because I hadn't eaten all day. So I was like, okay, like the Lord is providing, like in little ways. But I was pretty exhausted, and so we get onto the bus, and I tried to find a seat by myself. I was like, okay, like it's been one of those days. I haven't even brushed my hair since I got out of the shower. Like, I'm just gonna go sit in the corner of the bus. And so the guy with the green hair comes and finds me and sits by me on the bus, and I'm like, okay, Laura, it's fine. Like, just continue talking to him. Like, you don't need to have quiet time. This is a really nice guy. And so he's telling me all the things he's gonna do with his friend when he gets there. His friend's turning 21, so they're gonna have a really good time. And so he explained that all to me, and then he's drinking from this flask, and he's like, hey, do you want some? And I was like, no, I'm good, thank you though, like that's so sweet. And like, I don't know it's a good idea to drink from some random person's flask, but he was like incredibly friendly. So first of all, it helped me realize, like, don't judge people from what they look like, because they really can be way more than that. As we're going, I realized I needed to buy a swimming suit because I didn't have one, and I hadn't packed one. And so I had a deal at a certain store in Portland, so I was like, okay, it closes at 6. If I get off the bus at 5:30, I can walk there, get the swimming suit, and then take the red line to the airport. So I had it all planned. And so I told him my plan. He's like, oh, here's a bus ticket for you to get from that place to the red line so that you don't have to walk that far. And that was so nice of him. So I really think that he was an angel. He was very nice. And he made sure that I got put in the correct direction, which was awesome. So finally get off the bus, we got stuck in traffic, so it ends up being 5:50, and I'm like, man, shoot, okay, so I can't walk there in time. So I start running with all my stuff, and I call them, I'm like, can I come in to try on a swimming suit really fast? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. So I'm running, and all of a sudden, it starts raining, and not just raining, like pouring. You know how Portland, it like rains just a little bit? No, it decides to like pour. So I'm running through the rain for like 1.5 miles with all of my stuff, soaking wet. And I finally get there and buy a swimming suit, and man, I looked crazy. Like, I saw myself in the mirror, and they're very kind to me. And then I walked out of the store and was like, okay, I'm so hungry and thirsty, and what do I do? So I just see a diner. And so I walk into the diner, and the lady was so nice. She was like another angel. She gave me coffee for free. I think I looked like a mess. So anyway, moral of the story is, no matter what kind of adventure that you're on, even if it doesn't go as planned, and you're planning on just getting dropped off at the airport, it can become a really fun time and one of your favorite stories, and you can meet some really lovely people along the way. So that is my anecdote. Thank you.